Title, She Told Her Mother on Speakerphone, He'll Never Know About the Abortion. I'm not ruining my body for his kid. I was standing right there. I said nothing. I just walked out and filed for divorce that afternoon. Start, she said it so casually, like she was ordering coffee. He'll never know about the abortion. I'm not ruining my body for his kid. Her voice was calm, even playful. I was standing in the hallway, coat in hand, car keys dangling from my fingers. I had just come back to grab the presentation folder I'd forgotten. The door to the bedroom was half open. She was on speakerphone. Her mother laughed. Smart girl, you don't owe him anything. Something in me went still. Not shattered, just still. I didn't walk in. I didn't say a word. I just stood there long enough for the silence between their laughter to feel eternal. Then I turned around, left the house, and drove straight to my lawyer's office. By noon, I had filed for divorce. We met 6 years ago at a mutual friend's wedding. She spilled champagne on my shirt and laughed about it, said it looked better that way. I liked her confidence, her unpredictability. We built a life that looked perfect on paper. Joint accounts, a house by the lake, matching travel photos on Instagram. People said we were goals. They didn't see the cracks. The nights she'd stay out with friends, returning smelling like someone else's cologne. The messages she deleted faster than she typed them. I told myself I was imagining things. That suspicion was uglier than ignorance. Love can make you defend the very thing that's destroying you. The abortion wasn't about the pregnancy. It was about control, about her making a decision that cut me out of something we created together. And the way she said it, he'll never know, made it clear it wasn't guilt she felt, it was victory. So I made a decision too, not to shout, not to cry, not to beg for honesty from someone who weaponized it. I decided she'd lose what she valued most. Not me. That was easy. She'd already thrown that away. She'd lose her image, her comfort, her illusion of control. That night, while she thought I was on a business trip, I started building the case. Bank statements, screenshots, old text backups from the cloud she forgot I had access to, photos, voice memos, GPS history. People underestimate how much of themselves they leave lying around when they believe they're smarter than you. Every password she thought I didn't know, I already did. Every private message to her mother or her lover, documented, time-stamped, stored in a drive under my lawyer's name. I even recorded that speakerphone conversation, the abortion, her tone, her laughter, the final nail. It took one night to collect. It took months to pretend nothing had changed. I played the role perfectly. Breakfasts together, weekend getaways. I let her believe the lie she'd built still stood. I even helped her set up her wellness blog, the one she bragged about to everyone. Women's empowerment, relationship advice, body positivity. Irony has a sense of humor. She posted quotes about honesty while I prepared the affidavit that would strip her of half the assets she thought were hers. She smiled at me across dinner tables while the divorce papers sat in my briefcase waiting for one signature. When the timing was right, after her blog sponsorship deal went live, after her Pilates studio grand opening, I made my move. The next morning, a process server walked into her studio. She was mid-session, surrounded by clients, music playing softly. He handed her the envelope. "Mrs. Dawson, you've been served." Her face drained of color. The room went silent except for the faint sound of elastic bands snapping. Inside the envelope, divorce papers citing adultery and emotional cruelty. Attached, a USB drive. The recording. Screenshots, bank transactions, everything. By the time she got home, the locks were changed. Her access to the accounts was revoked. Her sponsorships had been contacted. Ethical concerns, the emails said. Her studio lease, co-signed by me, terminated with 30 days' notice. It wasn't rage, it was precision. Every move calculated, every step quiet. She called, over and over, left voicemails, crying, pleading, then screaming. "You don't understand. I made a mistake. You're destroying me." No, I understood perfectly. She wanted control back. That's all it ever was. Power disguised as love. I didn't respond. Not to her, not to anyone. I let the silence do the talking. By the end of the week, the story leaked. Not from me, of course. Someone else found the evidence online. Maybe her mother. Maybe the lover she'd been cheating with, once his name appeared in legal documents. She became the cautionary tale she used to laugh at. 3 months later, I got a postcard from her. No return address, just a line in her handwriting. "You win. Are you happy now?" I burned it without reading the rest, because it was never about winning. It was about ending something that had already died, but doing it on my terms. People think revenge is loud, explosive, dramatic. It isn't. It's silence. It's patience. It's the look in someone's eyes when they realize the game ended before they even knew it began. Sometimes I drive by the lake house. The lights are off now. The wind moves through the trees the same way it used to when she'd sit on the porch and tell me we were forever. Forever ended the day she spoke those words on speakerphone. She thought I didn't hear. I did. And that was enough. Now, when people ask what happened between us, I tell them the truth, just not all of it. I say, we grew apart. It's simpler that way, cleaner. But inside, I know the full story. How she laughed, how I listened, how, in the quiet that followed, I learned the sharpest revenge isn't about destruction, it's about reclamation. Because I didn't just leave her. I left the version of myself that needed her, and that's the only revenge that lasts.